there.
Ohio State, #1 ranked team. They've yet to play today. Georgia's, we know, #2 ranked team. They've yet to play today. They're coming up next. I'm not going to ask you for a prediction again. You're both going Georgia.
We'll stick with it.
We think we're saying goodbye. And if we are, we'll see you back at the half.
ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the Southeastern Conference. A new era of the SEC begins in 2024 on ESPN and ABC.
You represent the brand today. Go out and take what's yours. This thing right here was built for this.
We're not going to back down from anyone. We still remain hungry.
Are you willing to pay the cost of greatness? You really like that?
Georgia's two-time national champ for a reason.
What you drink,
We've shown that we can take a few punches, but we can also give them back.
We know what we have to do, just staying balanced and poised, having fun.
He's him.
Earlier, pleasantries exchanged, but now buckle up for all the intensity you'd expect of a Southeastern Conference November stretch run. It's a rare collision between Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss Rebels and Kirby Smart's Georgia Bulldogs as Georgia's pursuit of perfection continues on a breezy, chilly night here in Athens, Georgia. Welcome to ESPN College Football Primetime, presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. In this presentation of the SEC on ESPN, part of Veterans Week on ESPN, presented by USAA. First collision since 2016. Look forward to this one. Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit, Holly Rowe will join us. It's been inevitable, it seems, from the beginning of the season. Georgia and Alabama on a collision course. And now it's official. The two divisions in the conference have been clinched today. Alabama crushing Kentucky. 6 total touchdowns by Jalen Milroe. They win the West, of course. And Georgia clinches the East as Tennessee went down big at Missouri.
So much for all the folks that are out there writing Alabama off after they lost to Texas. Didn't look great against USF. And this Georgia team is finally getting healthy. So it's great to see these two behemoths in the SEC getting healthy and starting to play their best football at the right time. Now we'll see what Georgia can do tonight.
Yeah, Georgia has been nicked up throughout the season. Key guys out, but it's all coming together at the right time for this stretch run. And, of course, the marquee player is Brock Bowers, the All-American tight end, one of the best players in the country at any position, top 5 draft prospect. Injured his ankle. It was a high ankle sprain 4 weeks ago. That used to mean you're on the shelf for a couple of months. But thanks to the tightrope surgery, which he underwent 26 days ago, the timetable for his return is incredibly accelerated. They fix that cable, put those bolts in the ankle. It alleviates the pain, stabilizes it, but nobody expected Brock Bowers to be back running as quickly as he is. He looks tremendous in warm-up, Kirk, and ready to go tonight.
First of all, that tightrope operation that they do, and we've been doing now for a number of years, it's fascinating to see how it works, but to see how quickly Brock Bowers has come back, it's exciting, not just him, but this team. This team hasn't been healthy all year offensively. Ladd McConkey's been out, he's now back. Bowers, you think of what Brock Bowers can do along with McConkey. It's finally a chance to see them really in a position of being able to attack really their entire offensive firepower.
There is one notable injury on the defensive side for Georgia. Jamon Dumas-Johnson, one of their best players, is out.
Yeah.
So Georgia will be relying on inexperienced guys to try to slow down Kiffin's high-powered Ole Miss offense and Jackson Dart in his second year with the Rebels. But he's got to overcome this Georgia crowd. This is a team that's been battle-tested on the road this year. They won at Auburn. It was a tight battle at Alabama. But, Kirk, if you go back in recent years, Lane Kiffin's up-tempo offense has been a lot more successful in Oxford than they have been in these hostile houses in the SEC.
Yeah, one of the things about this style is it's so much up-tempo, and it's tougher to communicate in these kind of environments. They've got to be able to run the football. If Ole Miss is going to hang around, have a chance to upset them, they've got to run the football, and they've got to get some early first downs to get their tempo going.
Yeah, Dart's got some tremendous weapons to work with. Can Kiffin's offense have traction against this crowd and Kirby Smart's defense? The Rebels and the Dogs in a football weather night here in North Georgia. Coming up.
You're watching Veterans Week coverage on ESPN, brought to you by USAA.
On this Veterans Day, we salute those and offer support to those who have served. And a veteran who'll be taking over a very prominent position in college football a little more than a year from now. Lieutenant General Richard Clark has been selected to replace Bill Hancock as Executive Director of the CFB. Bill Hancock, who served for 10 years in that position, will continue for one more year, and then General Clark will take over. Approaching kickoff in Athens, Holly is with Kirby Smart.
Well, Coach Smart, you said Brock Bowers is a game-time decision, but the field is a little bit wet. There's a drizzle. How much can he do tonight?
I don't think the field will have an effect on him. I think, if anything, it doesn't make it stick as bad. So he looks good. We're going to try to let him go and get some plays.
You guys have a lot of tempo to contend with on defense. How do you do that without one of your best linebackers?
We practice it a lot, so we got to let them just go play and have fun.
You've asked the crowd to be loud tonight. How's this to start?
Looks good so far.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Go Dogs.
He has challenged the crowd to be elite, a word that is used a lot around these parts. It's not known as one of the most raucous environments. These fans are not spoiled, though. They know how to bring it in a big game, Kirk. They brought this morning in the soggy conditions of game day.
They sure did. The rain didn't affect him at all. This is a great setting. I just love the SEC and these big environments and big-time games. This will be tough for Ole Miss's offense. It'll be exciting to see him get the ball here first.
Yeah, Kiffin won the toss, and he'll take the football. So Jared Zirkle, Texan, will boot it away. Ulysses Bennett, the fourth, is the deep returner for Ole Miss at the goal line. And we'll see Jackson Dart, Trey Harris, Quinshawn Judkins, and that cast of playmakers momentarily. And Zirkle boots it deep in the end zone.